Hi Bobo, hello, hello. I am very excited, but I am also really tired. Why does it have to be at 8 a.m., man? I just woke up. So my apologies if I sound a little tired. But nonetheless, we will be reacting. We have a little bit of time, so I guess I'll go spend my resin or something. Um okay, I'm not exactly sure what to expect out of today's live stream because traditionally the version update live stream has always fell on top of Genshin's anniversary, but this time it doesn't. So it might be a bit shorter, it might still be longer, and I know when each version comes around normally there's a like a little concert that goes along with it too. So I mean maybe we'll get that today. But I'm excited. Hope everybody else is too. I'm still trying to figure out what parts I should be keeping for like a live stream react video. Because if we're being honest, I don't think anybody really cares like what the events are or anything like that. But I'll try to figure it out as we watch. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I don't think there'll be anything new that we haven't really seen. Crazy. Like we've already seen all the characters, which I think is the most exciting part. What else? I mean, maybe there'll be some story stuff, but sort of. I like to keep that until I actually play the game. So, you know. I was laying in bed like half an hour ago. I was like, should I just go back to sleep? This is way too early. I mean, it's like 8 a.m. If you work a normal job, it's just like not even that abnormal. How does it come to silly gacha even having this much influence over my day-to-day life? Huh? Normie hours, true. Wait, let's see what I get by tempered in practice. Let's see if I get a feather or a sanctifying elixir. Okay. Dude, I can't believe they made it so it's RNG. It's been 3 weeks and I haven't gotten anything. Like, are we serious? Where are my feathers, man? I need it. You know, I'm like pretty sure they give flowers or they give feathers and like elixir to people who already have like 60 on their account and then none to someone like me who desperately needs them. Like I've seen some other accounts where some of my friends have just like 20 feathers, like 40 elixir, and then I open my backpack and I'm like 2 elixir, 2 feather. I mean, just end it all. It is what it is. Wait a minute. There's the battle pass. What do we get? Man. Oh yeah, there's a little Shniznaya web event you could do that tells you when you've completed all the Archon quests. If that's interesting to anybody. I mean, it gives you a bunch of Primo Gems too, so it's probably pretty cool. Dude, I still have to do this dance event, but I saw apparently you could use like your own characters in them. And I saw a video of like fucking of Varka throwing it back. I'm gonna have to tap into that. Anyways, it's almost time. We got to the live stream, I think. Okay, I'm gonna use the. It's gonna be a little bit behind, but I think I'll use the Twitch version because I think it's overall just a bit smoother, probably less buffering. But all right, let me see. Let me just make sure the audio is. All right, there we go. Oh my god, we're starting soon. Hopefully it's not too loud. I haven't really tested this too much, but yeah. Let me see if there's anything I have to mention. It's kind of weird. There's just like there's no audio before this. I guess I'll just keep my like own goofy little Nintendo music on in the back until it starts. Hmm. Okay, before we start, I guess. I'm probably gonna like I'm probably gonna upload a very cut down and edited version of my reaction to this on YouTube. And it'll just be like mentioning the more important parts or any part that I thought was interesting. More so for like the average player. Like I don't think anyone cares about events or like all the yapping in between and stuff like that. And I'll just mention what people might think is interesting about the newer characters and what you might want to know or consider going forward, like speculative stuff. And yeah. Oh my god, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. We are so ready. It feels weird because it's just not. This patch doesn't fall on the Genshin anniversary.
Where's Paimon? I need to find her fast.
In this nation,
Paimon
to
went
which the
missing.
gods have never shown
Thank
favor,
God.
we all believe that standing in solidarity with the Tsaritsa in our shared struggle will surely usher in a new and better world.
Shinizdaya looks beautiful, by the way.
Fate always appears so impossibly complicated, but at moments like this, its raw simplicity is laid bare.
Valerie?
The snow in Snezhnaya is always bitterly cold, and it never seems to end.
Damn.
Together. Waltz of the snowflakes.
There's a normal attack string you'll never see in game because it's probably really practical, probably.
Hunt or starve?
Doggy. I'll talk more about
Prey
like
spotted.
actual meta relevance of characters
It's dog eat dog.
when they get to them in the actual live stream. But
It's called the
all
Shadow
the
Realm.
characters coming out this patch are
blows,
pretty good.
No light shines, and no
at
elemental
least
energy
okay.
flows. Even time itself doesn't exist.
Oh my god, the
here.
FPS
It's a
mode.
world where everything seems to come to
Holy.
a standstill.
You know, I'm so hyped for the FPS mode. Or, it's not FPS. Third person. This glad it's not like attack shooter.
Paimon, please be okay.
True consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative.
So you have no intention of finding a solution to this problem?
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Stuja will remain in effect until the next Vecha period. May I remind us
Danica
all...
and Vesna.
Civilization is nothing but an illusion. Something whose very existence
I
can be
wonder why they're
negated
changing.
at any moment.
The storm might have destroyed all of Snezhnaya by now. Maybe even the whole
Okay,
world.
why did they pan over the domain like
A
that, by the
civilization
way?
that fails to learn its lesson constantly depletes its own worth. It will one day lose any reason for its existence.
I don't know.
Ruler
Piero.
of death. What do you want?
Consider your position.
Holy
carefully.
aura.
This might have passed for a coincidence the first time, but a second time? Am I to assume you are intentionally interfering in Snezhnaya's affairs?
Who says there will be a next time?
Yo, they're spoiling the whole
Each
fucking
moment here,
patch.
for every one of us, there's the chance that we might not wake up. We act only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm.
Your obsession with it baffles me. When the day of reckoning arrives, not even a descender can hope to escape unscathed.
The Tsaritsa will return in triumph in short order.
Oh my god.
The time for us to meet again will come very soon. Our goal is the heavenly principles.
What? Yeah, I kind of got like chills at the end. Get it? Cause for never mind. No, but that was sick. They put Danica and Vesna together with the Tsaritsa at the end though. I
旅行
think
者们
that's
好
pretty，interesting.
欢迎来到《原神7.0》版本前瞻特别节目的现场，我是你们的老朋友鸡哥。
What's up, guys?
旅行者们好呀，我是小罗浩。
哎，小罗浩，虽然我们不是第一次来到这个前瞻现场了，但是今天这一次啊，我们还是感到特别的激动。
是啊，毕竟今天我们要给旅行者们介绍的内容，就是大家期待了很久的至东。
Damn, they really
在
didn't
经历
include
了
the
整整6年
pyronosis
的旅途
in
之后，旅行者们的脚步啊，终于要踏上这片覆盖着永恒冻土的国度了。
没错，那我想各位旅行者啊，应该和我们一样都很期待。那我在社区呢，也看到了很多大家对于至东剧情的猜想，以及对于过去各种伏笔的热烈讨论。
我也看到了，我们的旅行者们啊，都卧虎藏龙啊。
对，我还看到有的旅行者说啊，这里的神明有没有可能是冰元素？
哎，这个倒是无法
Does that
反
even
驳
mean, bro?
我还看到大家做的至东大料的梗图
Guys,
还
does
挺有
the-
创意的。
Does the cryo
话说
archon
回来啊，我觉得今天
have anything
我们要
to
给
do with
旅行者
cryo
们
or
带来
what?
的大料肯定还是不少的。毕竟至东啊是
Spice
原神项目组筹备了非常久的国家。
是的，在过去大家对至东的印象可能是愚人众的大本营，是冒险家协会的总部，是我们的伙伴公子达达利亚的故乡。
Tartaglia?
不过
Okay.
啊，在我们的构想中，至东远不止刚才所提及的部分。如果要用一句话来简要介绍它，我想至东是一个超越规则与命运抗争的国度。
I wonder how
超
long
越
this
规
live stream
则
is gonna
啊，
be.
很有意思的一个词啊。那最近在
It-
超越
it'll
PV
probably
当
be
中也
more
出
than
现了
like
这句
normal
话。
40 minutes,
而这
right?
句话还让我想起来啊
Because then
我们
they'll
很
just
早以
end up
前发布的
talking
足
like
迹 PV
$10-15
当中有一
minutes
句
about
说， 人们相信女皇终有一日能对天理举起叛旗。
可见这里的故事呀，充满着对抗与冲突。至东的主线基调注定不会平凡。
没错，在至东啊，我们要开始直面4大执政的力量了。
说到这个，刚才的版本 PV 里面啊，我看若纳瓦他似乎想要伤害派盟。
哎，到底是发生了什么样的事情呢？至东的篇章啊，不仅牵动着整个提瓦特，也牵动着包括我自己在内的每一位旅行者的心。
各位旅行者从旅途之初就隐约感知到的关于提瓦特更深层的秘密，或许就将在至东找到真相。
那话不多说，我们就在今天的前瞻节目里，把大家所期待的7.0版本的所有信息逐一端上来。
旅行者们敬请期待哦。
Oh, first live stream code. Everwinter. Wait, that was pretty fast. Just trailer, a little bit of info, and then... Or not even an info, it's just like... Well, actually, I guess they normally have these at the beginning, huh? Oh, don't forget to get your 100 primos. I will say I'm a huge fan of the Snezhnaya music so far, what I've heard from it. Obviously, I like the music from all the other regions too, but something about this one, like this region particularly, like, I don't know.
旅行者们欢迎回来。
Makes me want to listen to it out of game too.
哎，小乐好，我之前看到有一位旅行者说，马上要去至东了，他现在的心情激动到简直有点难以相信啊！这一天真的来了。不过他现在还不太清楚啊，究竟要怎么样才能踏上这片传说中的土地？
这位旅行者也不用担心啊，大家应该还记得，
多
托雷把自己的研究所造在了诺德卡莱与至东本土的必经之路上。那从这个研究所向东北方向出发，各位旅行者就可以来到至东本土的边境了。而一些还没来得及探索诺德卡莱的旅行者也不用担心，在7.0版本更新后。 借助地图上自动解锁的传送锚点
，Dude, how many people are gonna miss this waypoint? I remember when like Nodpar came out and stuff, two people
我们是知道了啊，不过还有一些旅行者，他们对于至东这个国家究竟是什么样子的，也感到很好奇。要不小罗浩，你先给大家介绍介绍？
没问题。至东啊，它和我们之前去过的任何一个国度都截然不同。这个国家除了有极寒的天气，还带着一身的反骨
啊，反骨吗？
没错，立项之初，在原神 IP 团队的构思中，至东就是一个敢于向天空举起叛旗的国家，而抗争命运和超越规则，可以说是深深地刻在了这个国家的血肉里。
啊，那看起来想要了解至东啊，还绕不开这里的悠久历史。
故事啊，还是要从古老的至东讲起。那时的至东并非终年严寒。 曾经，它也拥有过绿叶繁茂的盛夏。
The one thing I think about these live streams though is that sometimes they go like
变得几乎不再
they see a little too much.
面对这样的绝境，至东的人民没有向命运低头。在这片被遗弃的土地上，初代兵神白沙皇立下了宏愿，他要建立一个不依赖于天理也能独立存续的国度。
放在提瓦特啊，这应该是一个非常宏伟的理想了。但是在这种情况下， 最要紧的还是得先解决如何生存的问题，啊，想要与天理抗争，那我们先得去对抗这些极端的自然环境。
没错，面对足以吞噬一切的严寒，至东人的回答可以说是悲壮和浪漫的。白沙皇利用一种名为克什尼克金矿的能源，在冰原下建了一座巨大的克什尼克之巨，硬生生的在命运的冻土上烧出了一个允许生命喘息、允许文明扎根的庇护所。
啊，那我想啊，在这个庇护所之外，出行应该也是举步维艰的吧？至东幅员辽阔，再加上极端的低温啊，想要像在蒙德一样自由自在的出行，几乎是不可能的。
没错。所以另外一种浪漫的工业产物应运而生了。
啊，我知道你在说什么了。
If there's one thing I know is that people are for sure gonna bitch about
多次的雪国列车。
对
，and not being able to like
将一个个城镇彼此相连，也由此构成了这里独一无二的人文魅力。
And to be fair, it is kind of annoying in an exploration-based game.
没错，就是我们公子达达利亚的
Your
老家，
没错，
在那里可以欣赏到美丽的极光。 当然，大家也可以通过列车轻松来到至东堡，去北国银行的总行办理业务。
I just hope it's not too
听起
bad.
来这个至东堡应该
Like
是
there's
一
a
个非常
very
热闹的地
fine
方，
balance
就
between
像蒙德
it
城
being
像大厦
immersive
镇
and
一
it
样。
just being annoying.
那在这里，你可以观察到人们平时是怎么
And
生活
I
的。
honestly don't
比
have
如说
faith in
当地的人
Hoyers
呢
to
喜欢吃熏肠、喝活水，孩子们喜
Oh
欢
my
堆
god,
雪人、
furries.
打雪仗。虽然至东的天气不讲道理，但是至东的人会教他什么是道理。至东人啊，自己把生活过出了热气腾腾的感觉。
自然，至东堡也是至东的城市中心，在这里大家可以领略到都市的繁华和艺术的巅峰。很推荐呀，大家去克洛列夫瓷器剧院欣赏顶级的芭蕾舞表演，或者呢是聆听剧团首席女高音的
sort of
演
reminds
出。
me of
除了丰富的这些文化生活以外，
the
至
structure
东啊还有强大的军事和科技实力。
对，愚人众的总部格鲁波夫就坐落于此，里面有一座名为军械宫的兵工厂，他是我们的老朋友，也是愚人众的执行官木偶在管理。这里会源源不断地为愚人众生产各种装备，许多重要的研究工作也会在这里进行。除此之外，这里有一支由风仙组成的军队，也就是东气军，他们纪律严明，是守卫现任兵神冰之女皇的精英。
我们不难看出，至东自身啊确实具备很强的军事实力。
自然，
那其实除了至东自有的这些力量啊，还有一些外来的力量也在影响着这个国家。
没错，在很久以前，古老的至东有一位来自世界之外的意外访客，也就是我们所说的第三降临者。他来到了这片土地上，也为至东带来了新的力量。这是一种超越提瓦特规则的力量，能将提瓦特原本的元素交互规则异化为全新的反应规则。相信有的旅行者已经在月之8版本体验过其中的一种反应星超导了。而在7.0版本，我们将会迎来第二种反应星扩散，这些反应被统称为星烁反应。
当旅行者与至东的7天神像交互之后，也能掌握这种古老的力量，驱使冰元素进行战斗。那身为同样具有降临者位格的旅行者啊，在掌握这种冰元素力量之后，只要旅行者在队伍当中，就能够触发所有的星烁反应。那我们就先说说这第一种反应星超导。在之前的版本我们有提及，在支持触发星超导反应的队伍当中，当冰元素接触雷元素时，就能够触发这种反应。
Okay, just to clarify,
并且将其
this
附近的区域
cryo
短暂
traveler
变
is
化为
actually
奇妙的
really
极
good.
星辉域。在这个领域内，角色造成的星超导反应伤害以及冰、雷元素伤害都将获得提
I
升。
wouldn't worry about
此外，
needing
还将降低敌人的物理抗性。而在支持触发星
like
扩
just
散反
pull
应
for
的
who
队伍
you
当中，
want.
当风元素触及冰元素时，则会引
For all
发
your
特殊
stellar
的
teams.
星扩散反应，造成风元素伤害，并创造一个星辉风旋。风旋在一段时间
That
后
being
会
said,
爆发，造
I'll
成冰
talk
元
more
素
about
伤
it
害。
when they
如果
mention
在此期
Odette
间
in
多
a
次
minute.
触发星扩散反应，
But I
它
think
会提
Odette
升
is
风旋的
super
等
valuable,
级，
or in general,
在
just
爆
like
发时
versatile
造
and
成更高的
supporting
伤害
any。region.
看来啊，温柔的风在遇到猛烈的冰之后，
It's
就
super
变成了
valuable.
凛冽的寒风啊。
没错，其实，在至东啊，元素反应不仅能够应用在战斗当中，在战场之外也会为旅行者的冒险提供帮助。比如刚才提到的星扩散反应，会让角色的跳跃能力大幅得到提升，而星超导反应则可以和大世界更多的内容进行特殊的交互，并且啊，至东有很多的生物还有敌人也会对星烁反应有所响
Maybe a
应。
long stream about
我们
Genshin?
希望旅行者
Well,
都
it's
能
probably
在
not
至
a
东的
long
冒
stream.
险当中，
Pretty sure.
通过这些特殊的交互和反馈，收获到
But,
更多的
yeah.
乐趣。
是
It's
的
a，
而且
new
旅行者
region
不仅能在
update.
至东解锁新的力量
I think so.，
在7.0版本的魔神任务中，还将获得一把风格独特的新武器。
Oh yeah, the traveler
在
gets like
至
a
东的探索
signature
过程当中
weapon,
旅行者每解锁
which
一
is
处7天
fucking
神像，
OP.
这把武器的力量都会得到提升。
大家也将逐渐了解
By
到
the
武
way,
器背后的故
but
事
it-
和秘密哦。
Like the
好，
actual
刚才聊
effect
了这
doesn't
么多
work
东
on
西啊，
anybody
那接
else,
下来
but
我们
it's
是
a
不是
it's a
该
crit
聊一
stat
聊
stick,
这个国家
so
至
you
关
could
重要
technically
的
use
神
it
明
on
冰之女皇了。
like other sort of characters.
我
I
们
guess.
的旅行者呀，应该在蒙德冒险的时候就听到过
对
这个名字了。关于女皇啊，我相信大家可能都有一肚子的问题想要
That
问
being。said, I have heard a
而
little
且
bit
在之
about
前啊，大家知道
constellations
愚
not
人
being
众的执行官
completely unlocked
对他的印象可以说是各不
the
相同。
crowd
比
traveler,
如说
so
达达利亚，觉得他温柔又冷
keep
酷；
that in mind.
阿
She
蕾
might
奇诺
not
呢，
be as
则从他身上感受到了
good.
慈爱，而桑多涅却说他彻底
I'll
冻
like
结
a
了
patch
情
or
感。
two later.
那么女皇究竟是一个什么样的人呢？为什么会有那么多的能人志士都愿意追随并且效忠于她？还有啊，女皇的计划到底是什么？我们大家一直说的消失的火神
Yeah, are
之
they
心
ever
它又在哪里？ 女皇会不会还跟其余的6神有其
recruit
他
more
联系呢？
harbingers?
等一下，这个问题有点多，我们慢慢来啊。
没错没错，
Some of the
确实有点太
pyromancies.
急了啊。那我们就先给大家简单的去介绍一下女皇本人吧。
好的，冰之女皇安娜斯塔夏·费奥多罗夫娜·雪奈茨纳亚，她给人的第一印象就如同至东的气候，威严而凛冽。而作为至东的第2任冰神，他试图创造一个更加理想的世界，同时也是为了保证至东不会成为下一个坎瑞亚、下一个害破波瑞亚。
说到坎瑞亚的悲剧啊，女皇自己和天理应该也算是有一点私仇吧？
没错，可能旅行者们不曾想到呀，所有的坎瑞亚人都是女皇的后裔。
All Kanrians are descendants of the
悲剧
Tsaritsa?
你刚才是不是很自然的说出了一句很惊人的话？
Okay, this is what I meant by like I wish they didn't just tell us stuff like this in the live
好，那
stream.
既然啊，现在大家知道有这样的一层渊源
Because I feel like
在
that's
啊
pretty
就
big
更能体会女皇的感受了。但要与天理对抗，
and
这注定是
interesting
很
to
艰
find
难。
out during
是
the
啊
actual story.
一场漫长的
in-game,
暴
but-
风雪让至东本就严峻的能源储量雪上加霜，社会各阶层的问题也接踵而至。而女皇此刻正在远方，亲自讨伐引发这场灾厄的魔物。没有女皇坐镇的至东堡会发生什么样的故事呢？各位旅行者可以在 7.0 版本的魔神任务第7章第1幕
Act 1
魔
and
神
Act
怜爱的
2
雪
coming
国
in
与第2幕
7.0
死魂灵的夜曲中了解到更多与之相关的信息。
相信最近啊，也有很多
Not bad
刚刚回到提瓦特的旅行者担心没有办法立刻了解至东的现状。其实从原神 4.0 版本开始，每年都会为回家的旅行者推出一项便利的功能。而在 7.0 版本更新后，所有完成了魔神任务序章第3幕巨龙与自由之歌的旅行者，都可以直接来到至东境内。接取到 7.0 版本的魔神任务了。
Not to be that guy, but isn't it kind of weird if you start the game and you go straight to Shinazaya?
560元是奖励，以及
Like, how are you going to understand anything?
奥黛塔，
没错，
这位新朋友，我们是不是还没有好好跟旅行者们介绍？我知道呀，有不少旅行者对他都非常关注哦。
我懂的。那我们就来聊聊奥黛塔吧。其实之前在超越 PB 当中，大家对奥黛塔的第一印象可能并不只是武者，反而觉得她更像是一位刺客。
没错，奥黛塔就像舞剧中的黑白天鹅一般，
You're
一
skipping the
体
whole
两面
game.。
在台前，她是优雅美丽的舞者，而在幕后，她也是一名敏捷干练的愚人众成员。
是的，她
Okay,
也
this
是愚人
Odette
众的一员。
character,
大家或许会在月之8版本了解到啊，她其实和愚人
from what I
众
can
的
tell,
巴西
really
女士
good.
罗莎琳有一些关系。
奥黛塔
And I
是
mean,
女
I
士
guess
很
she's
器重的
technically a
部
support
下
for
罗莎琳对她期望不小，当然要求
both
也很
Stellar
高。
Conduct
因
and
此，
Stellar
在奥黛
Swirl,
塔的
right?
成长过程中，她既接受着愚人众的严格特训，又
So
在不断的精
if
进着自己
you
的
like
芭
her,
蕾舞
obviously
技
if you like
在
her,
这
you
种
should
日
go.
复一日的刻苦训练中啊，
But
她
if
逐
you're on the
渐感
fence,
受
you're
不
like,
到
is she
疼
gonna be
痛了。
good?
哇，这
If you like any of
旁
the
人听上去
stellar
感觉这个有点
characters in
可怜
general,
啊。但是奥黛塔她自己并不这
I
么
think
想。奥黛塔
Odette
的
is really
性格
good.
是
And
非常的
even
执
if
着
you don't
和
have
要
like
强的。
Syndrome,
正是因为
or
有
you
这样
you
的
don't
性
really
格
know
特
if
点
you
啊，
want
再
to
加
pull
上
any of
舞
the
者
like,
轻
other
巧的身
characters
形，
from a meta
让她的
standpoint,
战斗风
especially,
格非常
you
的
can just play her
锋利、
with
敏捷，并且能够随
Hirayomi
机应战。奥黛塔可以应对多种情境，
And
协
from what I
助
know,
不
it's
同
still
的伙
pretty
伴
good.
进行战斗。具体来说呢，这个奥黛塔处于我们的队伍当中，她就能将队伍触发的超导反
My
应以及
recommendation
冰
is
扩散
that
反应
you
转化为新超导和新扩散反应，而且它还
should
能
pull
提
for
升
her
整个
if
队伍
you
触
have
发
any
的
interest in
所有的
stellar
星硕反应
reactions.
造成的伤害。
两
Which
种
most
反应
people
对她
probably
来
do,
说，
so
看来都很得心应手呢。
没错，在战斗当中，奥黛塔
I mean, just
能
in
使
general,
柔
supports
反
are
的
more
舞步
viable
换出
than
独舞倒影
DPS,
协助
right?
队友进行
Because
战斗。
how
这个
versatile
倒
they are.
影的造型啊，看上去就很冰冷锐利。
独舞倒
And
影可以
you
间
never
歇性
know
造成
if
强力的星
you
硕
know
反应伤害。
older characters
此
will
外
get a
呢，
buff
还可以为队伍
when
中所
Stellar
有的
Swirl
成员
comes
提
around
供星
because
硕反应增
when
伤加
Stellar
成。
Conduct became a thing,
当然，奥黛塔自己也能
a
上
lot of
场输
older
出。
characters got
当他
buffed.
再次释放元素战技时，就能与独舞倒影携手共舞，释放特殊的元素战技。
哦，不愧是我们首席芭蕾舞者的身手啊！
而奥黛塔的元素爆发，我们
I
可以
can't
看到
really
是
speak
作
of
为
like how she
黑
feels
白
to
天鹅
play
的奥黛
because
塔
obviously
同时
she's
发
not
起
out
攻
yet.
击，对敌人造成多段伤害。
But
同样的
from
姿态，
what I
一
can
面直
tell,
线，一面起舞，就是两种
she's
不同的
pretty
感
easy
觉
to
呢。那
play.
鸡哥啊，在
You're
战
not
斗
really
之外，
bursting
我
on her,
们有没
normal
有什么
attacking
地
on her.
方
You're
可以
kind of
领
just
略到
scaling
奥
and
黛塔的
swapping.
舞姿呢？
哎，这一点我们当然也想到
So
了。
in that sense, maybe she's a
我们
little
之
bit
前也
boring,
说
but a
过
lot，of
希
supports
望
in
旅
this
行
game
者
are
能够更
boring.
好
So
地感受到开放世界的真实感。于是我们将奥黛塔的身份和性格特征融入到了她日常的行为设计当中。当你看到奥黛塔在
And
待机
she's
状态
pretty.
下进行舞蹈练习的时候呀，可以通过连续点按元素战技，欣赏到她持续的表演。
you can
在
you
至
can
东区域啊，
Gil
会有
while
特别
she's
的
in her
演绎
idol?
彩蛋。
接下来啊，我们再来聊聊另外一
It's
位
pretty cool.
来自至东边境小镇的猎人阿罗夏吧。
好，那
Okay,
阿罗夏
Alyosha
是本地的猎人，旅行者跟小派魔
Okay, this
初来
character is
乍
a
到刚好可以让他
A
来带
4
带路。
star, right?
没错，咱们阿罗夏就是位
This
靠谱的
Alyosha
伙伴。
character
不过
is
雪国
a
边
4
境
star, and
那的确看起来
he
有不少
is
应对突发
good,
状况的经验啊。
but
是的
realistically, you
阿
need
罗
to get
夏
him
他
to
不仅
C6
捕猎
for
的
him to
枪法
be
了得，
like
捕兔子的经验
actual
也
upgrade
很
in some
丰富哦。
teams.
哎，你说的这个
Obviously,
兔
if
子
you
应
like
该不
him,
是
you
普通
won't
的兔子吧？
鸡哥直觉很准
be
啊。
like
在优秀的猎人眼中，那些潜在的
hurt
对
too
手也是一
much
种
if
猎
you
物。
use him in your
要
teams,
想在至东的雪原上
in
行
your
走，
starter connect
没
teams.
点真本事那可真不
But
行。
like he's not
这一点
replacing
在阿罗
the
夏的战斗
Imugo
当
or
中也
anything
有
in
体
like
现。
the Abyss
阿罗夏可以使用
starter
雷
connect
元素的
teams.
力
I
量
do
为对
think
手添加
his
一
kit
的
is
印
pretty
记。
cool.
若阿罗夏处于极星
All
灰
things
域当中
considered.
激活印
And
记，
he has a
还能
dog.
提供新超导伤害加成。释放元素
A
爆
cute
发
little，dog.
阿罗夏还能丢出陷阱，嘲讽周围的敌人。
Dude, look
看
at that
上去阿
icon.
罗夏的猎犬图加林也会和他一起协同攻击猎物
But
的。
yeah,
没错
realistically,
不
for
仅
him to
如此啊
be
当图加林
good
攻
slash
击的时候
usable, you need
还
him
能
to
为
C6.
场上的角色恢复生命值。而在战斗之外，阿罗
But
夏的探
you
索
can still
天
use
赋
him
还能够
in
标记地图上
starter
附
connect
近至
teams,
东
and
特
it's
产
not
的位
that big
置。
of an issue.
看来阿罗夏能给旅行者在至东的冒险带来很多帮助嘛。
没错，而且啊，
But if you're gonna
这
use
次
him, you
在
probably
推
wanna
进
get him to
本
at
次的
least
魔神
C2.
任务“无神怜爱的雪国”的过程当
And
中，
you get a copy for
我们也
free,
可以
so
直接邀请这位伙伴加入冒险队
shouldn't
伍
be
了。
too hard.
当然了，阿罗夏
Especially if
他
you
可
pull
不
for
仅是
Odette.
边境猎人啊，他还
Which
有一
you
种
probably
隐藏的
should,
身
if I'm
份
being。
哎，等，我觉得还是等阿罗夏他自己来告诉旅行者比较好。我们现在啊，倒是可以聊聊至东的其他朋友们。
啊，好的。那在超越
Other
PV 当中啊，
companions
我相信大家也看到了许多新的面孔，也有很多有意思的新伙伴。
比如呀，科洛列夫茨基剧院内就有2位关系很好的明星人物，
Organitza?
一位是我们刚才提到的剧院的首席芭蕾舞演员奥黛塔，另一位呢是首席女高音歌唱家沃亚妮莎。
哎，这2位，一位唱歌，一位跳舞，要是他俩一起演出的话，岂不是至中最具人气的组合？
Oh my god, they
2
got
位
like
首席的
K-pop
粉丝
stands
确
in
实不少，
Shiznaya.
就连皇家能源协会的米提亚也是剧院的常客哦。
皇家能源协会的科学家也有
Hey,
空看
who
芭
is
蕾舞
Mitya？
跟歌剧吗？
其实啊，他主要是
So
来
this
找灵感，
character
只是很可惜，每
seemed
次他出
very
来看演
4-starry,
出，
but I
还
feel
会
like
被军械宫的瓦列里少校抓个正着，回去上班。
哎，看起来这
This
剧
is a
院里
lot
有
more
这么多
important than I
人，
thought
是不
it
是要
was
上演一
initially.
出很有意思的戏码？
哎，这个要我们小心一点，不要剧透哦。
啊，好的，我懂。
那剧院的精彩戏目确实需要保持一些悬念，但我们现在可以跟大家分享的是，有一些至东的朋友的确会来到剧院看奥黛塔的演出。
没错，就像我们在至东幕后故事当中说的那样，我们希望更多的内容啊，可以被设计成被玩家更自然地体验到的形式。他们的身份、性格、他们的遗憾、他们的小心思和烦恼，在丰富的演出之外，还应该在日常的游玩当中得到更多的体现。相信很多旅行者还记得啊，在《空月之歌》版本当中，我们能够了解到菲林斯、雅克达这些角色的生活剪影。
而在 7.0 版本的剧所任务里啊，各位旅行者甚至还能走进奥黛塔的生活，亲自为她规划日程。
What
哎，
the?
这听起来有点像是经纪人哈。不过要给奥黛塔规划日程，看起来还是有些挑战的。
是的
Okay, this
毕
looks
竟她
really
既是芭蕾舞
interesting.
者，又是
If
愚
this
人
is
众的
a
成员，旅行者可能要面
just
临
like a
很多
base
平衡
mechanic
和抉
and
择
not
了
an event
大
or
家是希望
something
安
to
排
get
他
locked
排练舞
into.
剧，还是执行一项魔物清剿的任务？
It's like an
是想
optional
让他外
thing
出
that
放
has
松，还是
incentive
举
to
行粉丝
do.
见面会去提高人气？根据旅行者不同的安排和选择，奥黛塔
And it's
的
like a
故事
permanent
也会有
thing.
不同的展开哦。
也欢迎大家
I mean,
多
this
多
looks
尝
pretty
试，
cool, though.
看看都会发生什么有趣的事件。
而在阿罗
Come
夏
and
的
build a
剧所故事
snowman
中
with，me.
旅行者将和这位猎人
Hmm,
一
where
起
have I
调
heard
查
that
一
one
桩
before?
危险的团伙案件。
完成这个任务啊，还会有额外的收获。
这个任务中发现了一张特殊的权限卡。至于这张卡具体能解锁什么，就留给大家在游戏
Yeah, I
里
really
寻
like
找
when
答
you
案吧
like。come across
而在我们
things in
剧院的
game
首
that
席
give
女
you
高音
access
沃亚
to
丽莎
different
的剧
areas.
所任务中，她偶尔也会躲在自己的秘密基地进行练习。
We're just
哎
gonna
这既
explore
然
the
它
world
叫
and
秘
learn more
密
about the
基地啊，
characters like
我们要是
that.
误打误撞的闯进去，可说不好咱们的水妖小姐会不会生气啊？
Water
有
in.
传言就说这个地方啊，它时不时会传来一些奇怪的声音，把周围的小动物都给吓跑了。
不过我也了解到，薇娅妮莎
You know what I
其实
am
是遭遇
curious
了
about
一
in
些
this
练
region
身
is
方
what
面
the
的困扰
puzzles are
才
gonna
躲
be
进
like.
这里的。
那还是请我们的旅行者帮帮他吧。
随着旅行者与奥黛塔、阿罗夏、沃亚妮莎 家的关系越来越亲近，还会开启一个特殊的任务线，让旅行者了解到至东的一个废弃车站。热心的维尔妮莎拉上了奥黛塔和阿罗夏共同帮忙，希望让这座车站重新运作起来。
当3位角色的剧所达到一定等级后，就会开启这条全新的
Oh,
故事
okay.
线
So
了。
these are meeting
是的，
points,
我
like
们
what
希
we
望
have
能让大家
in
感受到，你不仅仅是在提瓦特
Outcry
大陆旅行，更
You
是
level
在
them?
这里与一群鲜活的人共同生活，共同书写彼此的
I'm gonna
故
have these
事。
sigils though.
而在未来，我们也会慢慢接触到其他的至东角色的生活，甚至是那位看起来遥不可及的冰之女皇。另外，还有东契军的司令官，活跃灵动的风仙威斯纳，还有世代侍奉至东王座的
Royal
皇家女
Head
部长
Housemaid
达妮卡。
哎，这2位应该就是女皇陛下的左膀右臂了吧？
的确，
Wait.
他们作为左膀右臂，常伴女皇身侧。只是这左
I really
膀
like
和这
Danica.
右臂，他们会不会相互
I
打
know
起
she's not
来，
that
我就不好
popular,
说
but
了。另外，还有来自遥远时代的神秘妖精诺伊，在后续的
Mysterious
版本
Fae.，
旅行者们都能逐渐认识
Okay,
并了
is
解
this
他
guy
们。
not look pyro? Like he
聊了
has
这
to
么
be
多新朋
pyro,
友
right?，
不如也让我们关注一
I'm
下
just saying.
7.0版本活动祈愿相关的情报吧。
Okay, event wishes.
在7.0版本的上半期，奥黛塔
Oh my
和
god,
阿蕾
his
奇诺
banner
即
is
将迎
gonna
来
be
概率
so
2
insane.
4星角色阿罗夏的获取概率也将大幅提升。5星单手剑白狐冬雨也将在上半期的武器活动起源当中出现。感兴趣的旅行者可以多多关注。
Arlecchino and
而
Odette
在
on the
7.0 版
same
本的
phase.
下半
It's
期
so，
菲林斯和伊涅弗将会
Blins
加入
and
角色活动祈
Inefa
愿。
for
带上
second
新老
phase.
朋友们一起探索至东吧。
Okay.
当然了，除了新版本的5星单手
Ooh,
剑以
new
外，
weapons.
我们在7.0也会有5把全新的锻造武器等
Goodbye,
待着大
fate
家。
funds.
旅行者们
I don't
可
really
以
know
在至东的体
anything
量
about
库
these
进行
weapons.
制作。
看
I
上
think
去
they're
就
pretty
很有本土
okay
的
though.
风格呢。
不仅如此，这一次的技型系统
Okay,
我
the
们也
battle
更新了
pass
5把
weapons I
全新的
know
武
are
器
good.
供旅行者们选择。
I think like
此
at
外
least 4 of
全
them are
新圣
pretty
遗
good.
物血红之证和炉火熔炼之
I
心
honestly
也会
don't
在
know
版
anything
本开放
about
之后更新
the。
七哥啊，介绍了这么多内容，不妨让旅行者们休息一会
banner
儿，看
weapons
一段
though.
短片吧
4。stars.
大家就休息一下。后续还会有开发组的同学为大家带来至东生态玩法相关的情报，
请大家不要走开哦。
New code. Onto Shesnaya. Okay, I will say. To clarify. I think you should pull for Odette if you care about stellar reactions at all. What the? They're playing this like happy music over a gun like animation. Kind of fun. Okay, Arlecchino, I'm a little biased because I love Arlecchino, but I think if you don't have any Pyro main DPSs on your account, Arlecchino is not even a bad pull because I think she's still pretty decent. And she's a polearm, so she has a lot of free-to-play options. And her team building is pretty easy. You can play her Overload, Babe, Melt, Mono Pyro, and like Bennett and Sucrose are like Jingcho, even Rosaria are main options for her teams. She's pretty good for all intents and purposes in today's meta. Flynn's, in my opinion, is honestly a little bit outdated. If you have Columbina, you should just pull Inefa if you care about. Like, if you have a lunar-shaped pole on your account, you should probably just pull for Inefa, and like, if you have Columbina especially. Because you can sort of clear everything from like a Stygian Fearless perspective if you just have Columbina and Inefa. Like, that wheelchair is just so strong. Dude, what am I even looking at? I just like pull materials out of like an inventory. What was that? What are your pulling plans for the first half? I'm probably gonna try to pull for C2.
Hello， 大家
Arlecchino
好，我是原神的场景美术莎莎，
and
很
Odette.
高兴能够在这里和大家分享至东版本的精彩内容。
Odette's weapon also isn't
眼尖的
crazy
朋
or
友肯
anything.
定已经发现了，咱们的旅
Why
行
there's
者
so much
不光
happening?
换
I
了身
can't like
形
talk
头
about，this right
连
now.
手里的武器也更新换代了。
Combat
时
boots
代变
bishop.
了，
时代真的
Okay.
变了。
不过我们想给旅行者们
I
带来新
will
鲜体验的
divulge
初
a
衷
little
是一
bit
直
and
没有
say
改变的。
apparently the new
虽然
outfit's
原神
only
已经陪
available
伴了
when
大
you're
家
in
很多年
the
但我们依
the
然希望
shooter
每
mode,
年都能给旅行者带来截然不
which
同
is
的体
kind of
验。
lame.
那到了至东，我们给大家带来的新玩法之一，便是这第三人称射击玩法。这也是我们下了很大力气的一次尝试，而至东就是呈现它的最佳舞台。
为什么这么说呢？先从我们美术的视角来看，至东的整体风格就
Also,
充满
oh
工
wait,
业
I just
科技
remembered.
感，而
The
射击玩
thing
法就
from
与
earlier
至
they
东所
showed in
呈
like
现
the
出来的这种
redeem
气质
code
非常适配。
trailer
那从我们关卡
Apparently, you can like
制
trade
东本身
materials
就
with
存在着
other
像鱼人众先遣队、
players.
特侠队这样的持枪敌人，大家玩起来也能更有。
There's like a little thing
再加上
in
至东这片
the
土地
environment,
上有一个名
like
为
a
隐
device in
喻
the
的特
environment. You
殊
can
空
interact
间。
with it, and you can put in
隐喻是
materials
天
and
理
like
的视线也不
withdraw
愿投入的至暗区域，具有
materials
规
that
则
other
之外
players
的
have
特
put
性
in.
这也为
which
我
I'm
们
not
创
sure
造
is
全新
gonna.
的玩法提供了环境
I。don't know how that's gonna
当
work.
然了，我们绝对不会把一个玩法孤立地加入原神。
没错，
我们将射击玩法与元素反应进行深度融合，希望通过玩法乐趣的叠加，让旅行者体验到真正的原神式射击。
但是这个目标也把我们带到了一个前所未有的挑战面前，这方面阿川你应该感触颇深吧？
说实话，要
Yeah,
在原
there's
神
a
这
lot
个
of
开放世界游戏里首次做射击玩法，就要兼顾电脑、主机、手机的操作体验，
There's a lot of
开发难
shooter
度
like
还是挺
stuff.
大的。但比起开发难度的事儿，我们更在意的是怎么才能让所有玩家都玩得开心呢？
Shooter mode
有的旅
in
行者可能对射击玩法已经很熟悉了，但也有旅行者可能
Shania,
是第
but
一
I
次
think
接
it's
触射击玩
combined
法，
to certain
也有像我这样人菜瘾
It's
大
not
的
like
人。
seamless.
所以我们加入了微自瞄和吸附这样的辅助机制，它能够帮大家更稳定的命中目标，可以更轻松的享受射击的
Also,
乐
this
趣。
this kind of
可
got
是那
pain
被
in the
打
ass
要怎么
type
办呢？
mobile.
别担心，我们在关卡中设计了掩体，并且适配了相关动作，大家可以利用掩体进行躲避，或是翻越掩体接近敌人。当然，也可以轻松的触发流畅
Well,
的
from what
滑
I've
动
seen,
作
apparently there's
杀敌
also a
措手不及
leaderboard
而且在滑铲
for
和
like
跃
your
起的
friends
时
and
候
like other
也可以
players
开
and
枪
stuff.。
那对我们这样喜欢探索
So
的
I
玩
might have to
家，
tap
射
into
击操作
this.
起来会不会比较难呀？
我们在关卡设计上也考虑了不同玩家的喜好，准备了多种类型的射击关卡，既有剧情体验丰富的探索关卡，
Aim assist?
也有酣畅淋漓的战斗关卡。
Honestly, they should give
战斗
mobile
地
aim
形
assist.
也很丰富，
This is like kind of
有
unfair
广阔的
because
旷
then
野
there's a
战，
leaderboard.
也有紧张的室内战。旅行者们可以使用不同的策略应战。
那听起来大家也不用太紧张，这些射击关卡都是以乐趣为前提而设计的。
没错
we'll see about
有些
that.
关卡不需要高超的瞄准技巧，也能玩得很开心。大家可以巧妙地利用环境来智取，比如击碎冰面就可以让敌人掉入水中。当然，对于渴望挑
Honestly
战的
though,
玩
it
家，
probably
我
won't
们也
be
准
too
备
hard
了
if
高
you're trying
难
to get
关卡，
rewards and
那里的
stuff.
挑战会真正的考验你的操作、你的策略，还有你对游戏机制的理解。
还有就是我们在武器设计上也是花了很多心思的，比如在 7.0 版本就有3
I
种
mean,
枪
honestly,
械
this
可以
looks like
选
a little
择，
too much
有
reading
可
for
以
some
精准
people.
射击的冰元素步枪，也有能帮你自动锁定敌人的
I
雷
can
元
see
素步
why
枪
we've
还有
been
可
getting so
以一
many
发多
like
敌并提供大范围
gun
元素
related
伤害
events
的榴弹
recently
发射
though.
器。
是的，
Probably
各
testing
位旅行
stuff,
者
huh?
可以根据自己的风格来选择枪械进行作战，而且在至中探索的时候，旅行者们还可以不断的发现各种枪械配件，从而提升自己的力量。
在 7.0 版本，东气军也会定期组织隐喻环境下的周期训练，旅行者们参与其中，还可以获得各种奖励。
在未来，我们还会推出各种各样具备不同游玩体验的枪械和关卡。莎莎，听了这么多，你是不是觉得你也可以成为提瓦特的射击高手了？
哎呀，懂你意思，我到时候就试试。不过我感觉很多旅行者可能和我一样，更习惯原神的常规操作方式吧。就算我们现在这么说，大家可能还是会有点顾虑。我真的能适应射击的操作方式吗？
考虑到不同玩家的使用习惯，我们也在大家初次接触射击玩法的时候
Okay, you can adjust your
以适配
controls.
不同
That's
习惯的玩家。也会开放具体的按键设置，大家可以自行前往设置界面进行修改。
总之，我们的目标是让大家
I'd
都
say
能
that's
在
kind of
这
a
个
bare
射击玩法里找到属于自己的乐趣，也希望各位旅行者能够玩得开心。
就像我们一直说的，至东是个抗争的国度，它的野心是超越规则，是打破束缚。而我们作为开发者，在构思至东大世界体验时，也想打破一下游戏设计的常规思路。我们希望为旅行者们带来更丰富的交互体验。
所以这次我们也针对这一点做了不少设计。大家知道，至东面临的2大生存挑战就是极寒环境和能源危机。说到寒冷环境，很多旅行者可能会联想到龙之雪山的体验。我们虽然是希望
Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I did not
拥有
miss
与环
Dragon's
境相
Spine.
匹配的沉浸感，但寒冷值带来的紧张感又难免会让一些旅行者
True,
产生
true,
压力。
actually
不过
true.
这次在至东，大家就不用担心了。
因为我们换了一个思路。
Oh, thank
没错，旅
God.
行者们在抵达至东之后，会获得一副来自骇破波瑞亚的眼镜，这也是我们在至东幕后故事中提到的妙妙工具。 我们叫它灰眸。
它很贴心哦，它不仅能帮你抵御寒
Helps you
冷，
resist
还
the
能够帮
cold.
你改变环境。
我们就先
And
说说
everybody
寒冷吧
cheered.
灰眸可以储存克什尼克能量，当旅行者在寒冷的地区行动时，它会消耗能量来帮你。
Okay, you know what? I'm
只
fine
有
with
能
that.
量耗尽后，
I'm
寒
fine
冷
with
值
that.
才会积累，这样就能够保留
And
旅
by
行
the
者
rate
们
it's going
在
down,
这种生
honestly,
存压力下的代入感，
it's probably
会不会
fine.
让大家感到太焦虑
And
了
there seems to be a lot of like
灰眸
recharge
更奇妙的
options
地
too.
方在于它能够改变环境，它可以把一种
You
名
know
为
what? I'm
真
fine
冰
with
的
that.
冰块作为建材吸收，然后
Like
转化
if
成
I had to
各
choose
种各样的
between
真冰
this
造物。
and
利用
Dragon's
灰眸
Fire,
这种
this
能
is
力
probably
你
better.
甚至可以建造一个雪球发射器，
Okay, I don't know 把
把自己当成
consuming
雪球
energy
发
to
射
like
出去。
make shit though.
用
That
这
seems
种
a
方
little
式
stupid.
探索至东，说不定也是不错的选择呢。
You
当
know
然
what?
了，你也可以造一个勾连炮，
If
把
you
某个
have
调
to
皮的
make
双
an
针拉过来。
if you have to
你
make a
还可以
mechanic
建
for the
造
sake
一
of
个简易
immersion,
暖源，让它在一定范围内
like
跟
I guess
随
this is
你，
better
并
than
持续
Dragon's
提供
Fire.
温暖。
更有趣的是，真冰造物还能和其他旅行者互动。
I
你
still
造的
don't feel like
暖源不
anybody's
仅能给
complaining
自己
if
用，还能分
stuff
享
like
给
this
其他旅
doesn't
行
even
者。
exist, but
你也可以留下信息标识，为后来者提供路标。
你看，
Those who
在
come
至
after.
东，你一个人的创造就能够帮助到很多人。
这其实也是把一部分交互的主动权
Wait,
交
that's
到
like
大家
that's
手
like
中。
Dark
这真
Souls
冰造物真不
the
错。
thingies.
好人，
I forgot what they're
不
called.
愧是至东，不过他
You
本
leave
来就是
messages
冰。
for like other
除了
people.
真冰造物，我们的新超导反应也能和
Honestly,
大世界
making the
产生更多交
the
互。
game
比
feel
如新超
more
导
like
创造的新灰
multiplayer
藤间
esque
也有御寒能力。
without actually
如
making
果
it
你愿意，
multiplayer, I think
也可以
is
把这个
good.
抵御寒冷的庇护
I
所
think it makes the
分享
world
给
feel
其他
more
人。
like
星辉人晶的作用还不止于此，
entertaining.
它也可以强化我们刚刚提到的真冰造物。它能
I
让
really
雪
don't know
球
what's going
飞
on
得
over
更
here,
远
but
还能让封存的料理变成美味料理。更多有意思的玩法，就等各位旅行者去发现、去创造了。
也正如我们之前在至东幕后故事中提到的，我们希望大家能够按照自己的想法去体验和优化原神这个世界。
You know,
让
I
至
was
东这
curious
片
about the
广袤的土
exploration,
地
so
成
I
为
think
旅行
this
者
is
们大
a
显身手的好地方。哎，莎莎，聊了这么多，我
an
们是不是
okay
也应该带大家
compromise.
好好逛逛
Probably
至
not
东
the
啊？
best.
我们这一次的主题是冬日童话与冰冷重工业的结合。
I hope
浪
people
漫与
leave
残
clues
酷
on
的
the
不容易
puzzles. Yeah, I
接
hope
下
so
来
too.
就让我
Like
和阿川
hidden
提
chest
前带
ahead.
大家去几个必玩的打卡点吧。我先给大家推
If
荐
there's
一
like
个
a
充满
local
童话
legend,
氛围的地方，那就是双金的
beware.
村落。这里居住着调皮的双金，你会和他们发生许多
Wait,
意
didn't
想
like the
不到的
Jack
有趣互
Frost
动。
make
顺带一提，这里也是陆
didn't they like
那
bully
这个时
Lumi
候
or
是不是应
something?
该说点啥？
啊
Oh
我
my
说嘛
god, they did.
呀吼
再激情一点。
呀吼！不开玩笑了，旅行者们还可以找到这里的村长，兑换一个特别的武器外观。
Oh my
看
god.
着很美味的样子。
Dude, this
哦
fucking
对了
weapon
至
skin,
东
I
的
saw
鱼种也
pictures of
很
this
特别，有长得像雪
on
花的，
Twitter.
也有长得像雪
Apparently,
人的。
this big
真
ass
是一方水
popsicle
土
weapon
养
skin
一方
is
语
not
言。
a
可不是嘛，在
claymore
这神奇的
skin.
至东，连兽怪都会
He's
钓
using
鱼。
his tail to
还是
fish.
用尾巴钓鱼，这至东奇妙的物种可
Anyway,
真不少。
apparently that weapon skin
你
is
是
not
怎
a
么的
claymore
你
skin,
看
it's
这还
a
有看着
normal
就很会
sword
挠痒
skin.
人的极地熊，看着就很乐呵的雪地犬。
And I saw a
看
picture
着
of
就很
Odette
会滑
holding
冰的
it.
兽怪，看
And
着
she's
就很
holding
另
like a
类的夜
massive
宵
ass
还有
popsicle.
看着就很有学术气
It
质
looks
的
so
矮灵。
dumb.
虽然可能
I
有的
like
旅
it.
行者会想拿出留影
小炮
机和
easy.
他们合照，不过我建议大家还是先保持安全距离，毕竟这里是至东，不要低估了这片土地上任何一个生灵的战斗力。
是的，除了有趣的生态，应该也有旅行者想感受一下至东的人文生活与工业脉搏。如果对这个感兴趣，那我推荐大家一定要来体验一下我们完整的铁路系统。至东有很多的列车站点，我最推荐大家来列车
Okay,
总
I am
站
also a little
看看。
curious about how the
如果说至东
train
堡
system
是
is
至
gonna
东的
work.
心脏，
Like, is it
那
something
列
we
车
just
总
teleport
站便
to
是至东的
anywhere?
命脉。
在
You
这
have to
里
go to like
你会
a
看到买
checkpoint.
票候车的至东人。
有的人带着理想而来，有的人带着希望出发，有的人在为职责驻守，
From what I
有
can
的
tell, you
人
can
在为
use the
生
train
计
to
奔波
travel。around
这
the
里
region,
是
right?
至东的列车总站，也
But
可以
like
说是至东
the
浪漫与
aqua
残
bus
酷的
thingy
生
in
活缩影。
Fontaine was kind of
在
lame.
轨道
Like
旁
nobody's
边，
using
旅
it.
行者们 还可以召唤自己的专属列车，控制列车前往至
Summon
东的
their
各个站点。
exclusive
我
train.
们还为旅行者配备了齐全的车内设施。如果你想调试与改造枪械，可以在枪械准备台进行操作；如果你想快速提交每日任务，也可以通过征兵通话器。
Oh, you can claim your
顺带一提
commissions.
合成台也会放在
And
你的
wait,
火
oh
车
my,
上
wait, we're min
这你
maxing.
倒
We're
提
min
醒我了
maxing.
在至东堡确实没见到合成台啊。
The crafting
因为
bench is
现在的
right
制
next to
东
the
是明令禁止
commissions.
研究炼金术的，但我们
Wait
是
a
降临者
minute.
我们有自己的做事方式。
但是我听说，在古老的至东，
This might
曾
be
经
my
有
new
许多
home.
炼金术师，他们留下了各种炼金造物。
No, they should just let us
不错
claim our
各位旅行者
commissions
也
from
可
our
以尝试
fucking
去挑
journal.
战这些古老的炼金造物，比
You
如
know what?
不灭
I'm down.
衍生造物，或是嵌合异菌师，从而获得
Oh,
奥黛塔
2 new
和阿
bosses
夏
I
的
hope they
培养
never
材料
added to stage 8.
说起来，旅行者们有没有注意到挂在至东天空上那些像树枝一样的东西？它和 7.0 版本的世界任务有关。各位旅行者将会踏上一段探寻至东历史的旅程。
在这段旅途中，旅行者们可能会来到一片完全不同的区域——燕语谷。这里异常温暖，温暖到诡异的程度。而奇怪的油魔、伪装在环境中的树人，还有头上长树枝的小女孩，让这里一切看起来更加古怪。另外，大家还可能会参加一场雪
I'm a
娘的
big
婚
fan
礼。
of how like
哎，听说雪娘是
not
为
all
爱
of
而
them,
生的种族，
but a lot
想
of
必她的
the
婚礼一定很浪
NPCs
漫
look
吧？
more
那我可不好说。
unique.
我们还是先来看看这白桦雪藏地吧。在这里，旅行者们能了解到至东的初代冰神白沙皇的故事，也会经历一场特殊的试炼。大家还记得我们之前提到的眼镜灰眸吗？在这段旅途中，我们还会帮灰眸寻找过去的力量。
原来我们在 7.0 版本有这么多可以探索的地方呀！当然，限定时间内完成探索目标，还能
Does this
获
new
得
region
400
not
元
look
是奖励
massive,
哦。
by the way? Like
聊
they
了这
just
么
showed
多，
so
其实
many
我们所
areas.
做的一切都是希望给每一位旅行者带来前所未有的体验。无论你是喜欢爽快的射击，还是喜欢精妙的解谜，或是喜欢动人的故事，
在至东这片童话与工业交织的国度，都能找到属于你的冒险和感动。
那这个环节的内容就先到这儿了。我们先休息一下，接下来还有版本活动、至东音乐现场以及
There's our
新
music
奇的
live. Oh my
相
god,
关
oh
内
my
容
god.
那旅行者们一会儿见，
拜
拜拜。
This is the third and last code. Odette 0812. Yeah, let me go on my brief tangent about the banners from earlier. So, yeah, I'm probably pulling Odette. Odette's weapon isn't anything crazy, I don't think. Like, you can just use a craftable and it's like pretty good still. I do think her weapon is like decent from a overall DPS standpoint, but it's not something you need or should really be pulling for, I think. Personally, I'm probably pulling for Arlecchino Constellations. It depends how good my luck is, I guess. And, if you have a lunar-shaped hole on your account, or you don't have a single lunar team, then you should maybe consider pulling an Efa. But that's about it. I think Flynn's is gonna be outdated.
旅行者们
soon
欢迎回
anyways.
来。这次也欢迎我们的原神海外发行负责人 Ryan。
大家好。
Overseas
哎，说起来啊
publishing.
，Ryan 这么多年来，应该是你第一次，也是海外的小伙伴啊，第一次出现在前瞻节目的现场啊。
是的，非常高兴能够来现场参加前瞻节目。我想啊，现在应该有不少世界各地的旅行者正在看我们的前瞻节
That's
目吧。
me.
那么，作为一款在全球同步发行的游戏呢，我们很开心能够看到越来越多的旅行者加入这场旅途。
没错，那这些年来呀，我们也看到了全球各地的旅行者陪伴原神一起走过的脚印。
是的，我想无论旅行者们来自哪
Why
里，
did I
都
hear
一
that?
定能在至东找到那份属于自己的快乐。
那接下来不妨就一起先看一看至东的版本活动吧。
哎，几哥，我听说这次为了促进各国冒险家的友好交流，
Why is
冒
the
险家协会总
overseas
部在至
publishing
东
need
举办了一场前所未有的赛
talking
事。
about
是的
version events?
那这一次啊，我们的老朋友璃月冒险家协会的分会长兰姐已经在现场摩拳擦掌了。
哎，我看迪奥娜也来了，
是的，
但她应该是来寻找调酒材料的。
她同时啊，也是这次赛会聘请的调饮师。我们说回比
Mixologist?
赛啊，这次赛事的独特之处啊，就在于它没有历史经验可以参考，
Last time we
对
had
于
a
所有的冒险
mixology
家来说
related
都是全新的挑
mechanic
战
in。game. It was
这
kind
是
of
因为
lame.
啊，这一次参赛选手将亲自
Oh, it's
驾驶
getting
列车
there.
在至东的水源上穿梭驰骋。
不过这个至东啊，幅
Driving
员
a
辽阔，
train.
那列车在行驶的过程中间可能会碰到特殊天气、特殊地形。
没错，那旅行者们呢，为了
What
处理
is
这些
this?
危机情况，可以通过换
I
挡
mean, it
来
looks pretty
控制列
interesting.
车的加速度。相信大家上手试试就不在话下了。此外呢，赛事还准备了射击项目，考验参赛者对新式武器的驾驭能力，尽可能击倒更多的标
I
靶，
guess it's
便可以
just the
获取
flagship
更高的
event.
评分。
哎，正好
Such a bunch
啊
of，
大家就可以
different
试试自己在影域中练习的成果。
当然了，我们也可以帮助可爱的双金 或者是在秘境中打个痛快，都可以拿到不错的积分，获取多样的奖励。
Okay,
还能
this
邀
one
请
looks
迪
pretty
奥娜
funny.
加入旅行者的队伍。
我记得之前
Rudy Diona
也得到了魔女的玉饰，
是的，
这样正好就可以在至东试试身手了。
那说回冒险家协会啊，这个话题自然就少不了凯瑟琳。 旅
They
行者
could have
们
given
这
us
次可以
something
前
better.
往
I feel like
海蟹
everyone
镇
has
参与
seasick
活动与
Diona.
挑战，抽取凯瑟琳的立
Not
项部
everyone,
件，
but
用自己喜欢的
I
方
guess it's
式
for newer
搭建
players
出凯瑟琳的不同形象。
无论是拿来装点海蟹镇，还是放进成歌服收藏，这都是一个非常不错的选择。
那如果旅行者们抽出的这些部件有富余，也可以将它放进寄物装置，分享给其他有需要的旅行者。
多多交流，互帮互助，这个真不错。
旅行者们也可以参加由冒险家设计的隐喻演练，用枪械抵御强敌。
那参与这些活动呢，
Oh,
旅行者
another
们都可
tower
以获得
defense
包含
mode.
原石和培养
People
材
are
料
not
在内
going to
的
be
丰
happy
富
about
奖励。
this one.
会想游记也将新增达达利亚和萧的游记外观。
Shell Echoes? Oh my god, I know someone who's going to be really happy about that one.
而在七圣召唤中，杜林、雅克达、无相之水的卡牌将加入牌组。
Hydro
部分角色的
Hypostasis.
魔导天赋牌也会加入其中，欢迎旅行者
You
们体
think
验。
they're ever going to
另
buff
外啊，这次
Tartaglia?
卡牌商店里也新
Surely,
增了
right?
至东风格的牌位。
哦，那这下牌
I know
组
there are
终
only
于
like
可以
10
集齐提瓦特
Tartaglia
所有
mains.
国家的牌位了。
是的，那更多的活动内容就留给大家亲自
Okay,
游玩体验
well,
了。
overall, I don't think
接
anything
下来
crazy
还有
about
一
the
些关于
events.
优化
Free
和
Diona.
体验
Got
升
it.
级的情报和大家分享。我们
Optimizations.
为旅行者准备了一本至东冒险笔记，它会根据旅行者的探索进度记录冒险内容。旅行者也可以通过冒险笔记更快捷地前往对应的区
Oh,
域
I mean,
或者获得对应的奖励。
听起来这个是方便又实用啊。
是的，
this is pretty
这样
cool.
一
I
来
mean,
啊
to
不
be
仅
honest,
接取
something
任务
like
更
this
方便
is sort of
还可
already
以
in the
帮助旅行
game.
者了解
Well,
故
it
事的
should
脉
have
络，
been
更直
anyways.
观地看到
So
至
it's
东
hard
这
to
片
really
土
be
地上
excited
正在
about.
发生什么。而在冒险之证当
Like,
中，
it is
我
kind
们
of
也优化了圣
unfortunate
遗
that
物
a
秘
lot
境的
of
排序
this
方式。
hasn't been
版本
centralized,
更新后，
especially
最
for
新
the
开
other
放的
regions
圣遗物
to
秘
be
境将在前排显示。另外，随着 7.0 版本的开启
What else you got for me?，
原神的地图可探索范围又一次扩大了。我们将进一步提升地图标记的数量上限，方便各位旅行者探索
They don't
和
actually
记录
use
有价
all
值
the
的地点
pins.
和情报。
地图更大
Take
了，
I'd never
冒险的
use
标记
pins.
也更多了，旅行就是这样一件充满了成就感的事情啊。
是的，接下来是
Actually, I'm
幽
sure
静
some
微
people
战
do.
相关的内容更新。
Stygian updates.
在 7.0 版本更新后，我们将在常驻玩法幽静微战当中新增一套全新的
New weapon
也就是
appearances.
说啊，这个版本
Well, I
开
mean,
始
that's not really
达成
relevant
挑
to
战
me,
的
I
旅行者
guess.
可以从过去
The skins
和
look
现
pretty
在
cool.
所有的外观当中，任意选择自己喜欢的外观来搭配。
That's actually surprising. I haven't
就
heard
是说
anything
从
about
7.0
this.
版本开始，在限定时间内完成绝境关卡，旅行者就可以获得2套很好看的外观喽。
是的，是的。那今年旅行者的旅途啊，已
Well,
经
I'm
抵达
never
了
gonna
至
get
东
those, so
每
that
一
doesn't
年
really
我
matter
们
to
都
me.
希望为大家推出更多全新的体验，也希望这些内容能让你们和提瓦特这个世界产生更多的牵绊。
没错，无论是旅行者在提瓦特经历的故事，还是在旅行路上的点滴，都会被铭记。而持续更新优质版本内容，为玩家提供丰富的长线游玩体验，这确实也是原神一直以来秉承的创作理念。
所以接下来啊，我们还有一个内容
One
要
more
分
thing?
享给各位
Okay,
旅
they're
行者
really hyping this
在
up.
去年啊，开发组的各位
Oh,
为旅行者们
okay,
送
wait,
上了
wait,
一个
wait.
玩法系统例行修远，见证了玩家与角色的牵绊。
Okay, so what if
我也
we
希
get
望
to
能和
grow
旅
with
行者
more
把这种牵绊
characters?
继续延续下
啊
去。因此，新一期的例行修远将在现在可选角色的基础上
Yeah, they left out a
更
lot
多
of
的角色了
characters, but
这次又有不少角色呀。
没错，
我看还有一些获得了
Hey,
魔
I
女
guess I'm
律师
getting
的角色
Sealand
也
Florin.
加入了可选范围。
是的，是的。那就像去年我们说过的那样啊，旅行者们的一举一动都会被这个世界铭记，并且
Okay, they conveniently left out like all the good
按照惯
characters,
例，这
but
个环节之后，是不是应该到每年摇晃红酒杯的时候？
看来啊 ，Ryan 和
Wait,
旅
tell me
行
you
者们
can't
一样
add
都已
Arlecchino
经迫不
to
及
that
待地
too?
想看一看
Like,
今
come
年的
on.
交响乐现场了。看看这一次 Hirayomi
They
的同
legit
学
just
们
left
给
out
旅行者们带
every
来
single
怎样的
good
惊喜
character.
今年啊，我
Which
们
is
也
a
安
little
排了一位
disgusting.
老朋友在现场。
哦，
Old friend.
Hi,
What the fuck is
Robert.
that phone?
Yes, hello.
Oh my
Yes,
god, it's the
Yes,
guy.
I'm prepared now to go to Sheshnaya. Yes, we're going to record the music.
I remember this guy from Fontaine.
It's been a great pleasure and a wonderful opportunity to work with MiHoYo and Genshin Impact over the last, golly, what is it now, 4 or 5 years. It's a pleasure to meet you all. We're currently recording music for the Snezhnaya. This year's music gives a completely different feeling. It's more solemn and emotionally charged. which actually requires the composers to capture it very delicately in order to bring it to life. Yes, please.
Well, there's like so much to talk about. Let's just enjoy the music. It is kind of quiet though.
Thank you. See you soon.
It's not, they're not actually playing it.
I like this piece very much, and it reminds me of something about the Warriors period. And when I got the proposal from Genshin Impact to record this, so I said to my daughter and to my son that I'm going to be filming for the Genshin Impact. And they said, no way, this is such a cool game.
Did they really say that?
Well, that's the way to become a cool person for
I don't
your own
know.
children.
Actually, I would probably say that if one of my parents, when I was a kid, was like,
they were great work and also very particular what they wanted from the instrument, whether that's dynamic nuances, which very often they were writing, as I said, really well for the instrument, but also...
Isn't it crazy that the one thing Genshin never misses on is the music?
We have actually, I think, a really good creative relationship with the MiHoYo team, and that goes back 5 years now, I think. The team come here to London for the shoot, and then we can tweak things on site together. Things like the lighting can be adjusted. There are 200 people involved, and there's lots of different moving parts to organising one of these shoots.
Yeah, if there's anything I'll never slander Genshin for, or MiHoYo in general for, is the music.
Okay, here we go then. Traveler, everything is okay.
Because the consistent quality of the music we get from their games, I think is just insane. That is so good. I'm sorry I was so quiet during it. I just didn't want to talk over it. But there's more. You can just tell.
好的，那感谢 Hirayomi 的同学以及音乐家们的演出。我们在之前的节目中介绍过，至东音乐中更多的是
Snezhnaya has its own distinct theme, but then it gets like consistently interrupted by like the more fatuous motifs that you see in their music.
这下非常期待在游戏里去品味
I think that's a nice touch.
是的，那接下来呀。
Although I'm not sure I'm like a huge fan of the fatui style of music.
又会是什么主题呢
The fatui motifs.
让我们通过一个 PV
I
来
think
感受一下。
the Snezhnaya music, like without it, sounds like even better. But that was still really good. Really asterisk skins. If I was a Millie Asher main, I unironically would probably buy this. I'm a huge fan of like the cards, the magic theme a little bit. This is pretty good.
这次的时装很有童话冒险风格，大厅看起来也像是一个魔术剧场。
是啊，看起来就很适合和朋友们一起拍摄一些有意思的画片。当然呀，7.0版本的《千星奇遇》也为骑将们带来了一批全新的场景素材。在未来，我们还会持续为骑将们加入更多的素材，期待大家的创作和表达。
几个前面我们提到了这个射击玩法，那么它的相关资产在未来是不是也能进入到千星沙箱，支持骑将们的创作呀？
哎，你这就问到点子上了。首先啊，我会给大家一个承诺，这是当然的。千星奇遇本来就是一个让创作者们可以沿着原神已经探索过的路径，持续自由发挥的舞台。这么多年来啊，原神的玩法探索并不是一件容易的事情。正因如此，我们才希望能够帮助到更多在玩法当中孜孜不倦探索的骑将们。既然我们今年在探索射击玩法，那射击玩法相关支持也将在未来的千星奇遇时装。
真是期待未来能在千星奇遇和朋友们来一场酣畅淋漓的对战了。
在7.0版本当中，千星奇遇还会开启全新的活动——夏日怪谈冒险会。参与活动即可获得包含头饰、悠悠金夏帽在内的多重奖励。
那参与其他的千星奇遇活动呢，还能获得一套明媚和煦的4星衣装和麒麟凝晶。哎，鸡哥，咱们今天的前瞻特别节目是不是也要接近尾声了？时间真的过得好快啊！
哎，Ryan，你说的这个时间过得好快啊，就非常的意味深长。因为从2020年的9月28日原神开服到现在，从蒙德、里约再到罗德卡莱，一幕一幕就像是昨天一样。
接下来，旅行者们的足迹终于要去到至东了。
那在节目的最后呢，我也想代表原神项目组对大家说，在今年的至东版本，乃至于提瓦特之外，未来更遥远的世界，我们都会保持初心，创作出更多打破常规、超越规则的内容，为各位旅行者带来更多意想不到的惊喜。就像一颗坚实的种子，无论它长成多么参天的大树，无论它的枝芽通向何方，它的根依然深深地扎在这片最初的土地上。在未来，原神也会一如既往地打磨品质，用稳定可持续的更新将这份惊喜延续下去。
I was so confident I was just gonna drop
我
this
们的
game
每一位
after
同
like the
学，
first
无
6
论
months.
身处国内还是海
Really
外，
crazy, I'm
都
still
会
playing
陪
this
伴
game
着全
6
球的旅
years
行者
after
们
I thought that.
一起走过接下来的每一个版本，回馈每一份热爱和期待。同时呢，我还想以我个人的角度多说一句，我想感谢一下咱们每一位旅行者，感谢你们选择成为了旅行者，因为你们，我们才知道
I
全
used
世
to
界
play a
的
lot
玩
of
家
Genshin
都
as
如
a
此
kid,
热爱
and
原
then I
神，
quit.
我们才有了一
I'm
直
like,
坚
I'm
持
never
下
gonna
去的
play
信
Genshin
心。
again.
这套冒险之旅才有
well,
了最好的
Genshin's
起
not
点
really a
和更
Genshin
值得期待的未来。
希望每一位旅行者都能在即将到来的7.0版本玩得开心。那我们8月12日至东见。
My screen is getting blurry. What's happening? That it? That's it. Damn, good live stream. It did feel a little weird that it didn't fall on the actual anniversary, so there was like a little bit missing, it felt like, compared to like a normal region expansion live stream, but you know. Anyways, let me pull up some things. Let me pull up some things real quick. Oh my god, wait, the YouTube one is still going. Oh my god. Let me see. Let me pull up a few things. Oh my god. Okay, let me just open everything. in the meantime. One second. Okay, there is a very real question we have to ask about what the fuck is the element situation in this fuck ass game. Alright. My little music. Alright, let's go back. So apparently Vojanitsa has a siren form where she changes. I don't know if that's gonna be in her gameplay or not. But this is a thing, supposedly. I missed this on the first playthrough. I mean, this looks pretty cool and very unique, so I'm not opposed to it. So there's that. Maybe a hint for the future. Okay. Let's take a look at this. So it doesn't look like they reset the constellations, so you can't they can't you won't be able to get like C2 for anybody you got before. This is kind of insane to me. The fact that they're adding Risley after this. Who didn't they add? Arlecchino, Farina, Nuvillette. They still haven't added Kazuha, Yalan. Dude, where's all hype? Okay. Okay, the other ones I understand. But where is Al Haitham? Where the fuck did he go? He's not good enough for him not to be here. The other characters I understand because they're pretty good. Like even Kazuha and Yalan are like still sort of meta. Or like meta adjacent. But where the fuck is Al Haitham? The only way he's playable nowadays is if you put him with like a llama. That is weird. I don't think anybody's getting Siege Wind. Anybody who has Siege Wind either has her C0 and regrets getting her, or has her C6. There's no in between. I'm sorry. Honestly, Yuma Mitsuki cons are probably pretty good. Oh, I haven't talked about this. Yuma Mitsuki is fucking good now. She's really good with Stellar Swirl. And I think she low-key does like Barca levels of DPS. So if you're a Yuma Mitsuki fan or you really want like a free-to-play Stellar Swirl option, well, sort of free-to-play, because I think she's only like really good once you get C2. But I mean, hey, it's better than nothing. I will personally be getting Chlorine cons, Churi cons, and probably Shenyun cons from this list, and then probably like Yuma Mitsuki or something. Because I don't really have any of the other characters. I do look forward to getting Churi cons. I wonder how that's gonna be. I kind of don't know anything about Churi, to be honest. Chlorine C1 will be really nice. Navia C1 is probably pretty good. Linny is a hey, if you like Linny, you like Linny. I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how many of these characters, like obviously Risley C1 or C2, depending, will be really good for start of conduct. So I mean, honestly, Risley's probably really good now. I mean, he's already really good with Odette and Yaimiko, and then fourth slot is just whatever. So we'll probably be seeing a lot more Risley in general. Linny, unfortunately, is just not good enough, I think. Especially because like melt reactions or like vape reactions don't really get a buff because they're already strong enough to begin with. And just in general, he's a little bit weak. But Navia, I think is pretty good and is playable in Lunar Crystallize, so nothing crazy there. Just overall improvements, I think. Shenyun is Shenyun. And Emily is really only played in a kiddish team, so yeah, just that. Okay, we have to talk about this situation, all right? there's a very we've got a situation on our hands. So apparently, from the trailer that played at the beginning of the live stream today, you can see the Electro linchpin here. So Mitya is Electro, Danica is Electro. She has a stellar linchpin, and Valerie is also Electro. You can see here. So who the fuck is not Electro? From what I remember, Vojanitsa is Hydro, Noi is unknown, and Vesna is probably a Nemo, based on how she like flies around and stuff. And then Saritsa is Cryo. So you're telling me that every single like character is Electro and is going to be Stellar Conduct, pretty much. I find that a little crazy. There's like no Stellar Swirl support. Unless we just haven't seen them yet. But realistically, the only Stellar Swirl characters are... I don't even know. Who are you playing Stellar Swirl? That is crazy to me. I wonder if Mitya or Danica is also a shielder, because I've been saying this, but okay, ideally, I think in terms of like a gameplay meta team building philosophy wise, Genshin likes to lean towards having like 2 of an element and then like something else. Like they rarely try to go for more than 3 of one element. So for what I'm thinking for like a Stellar Conduct team, I think you ideally want like a Cryo main DPS or an okay, well, so you have a Cryo and Electro main DPS, and then you have Odette who's Cryo, right? And then you're probably I don't know what Saritsa is. She might be a main DPS. I don't know. And then you have like a mix and match of supports. And Danica to me feels like a support. I feel like so. I wonder if she is a shielder because there's surprisingly in the cryo region we have no cryo characters except Odette and Saritsa. Everybody's just Electro. We're in the wrong region apparently for this. And I don't see Saritsa being a shielder. Odette is not a shielder. So I wonder if Danica is a shielder or Mitya is a shielder. Because I did say when Sandrone came out that I think that she would really benefit from having a shielder. And obviously, like, Beto is sort of that for her, but I'm not sure. Like, one of these has to be a support, in my opinion. Valerie, to me, is so obviously a main DPS. One of these has to be a support. I just don't know who. I don't think either of them are going to replace Yai. I think Yai is I'm pretty confident that Yai is going to be a mainstay, or at least comparable to these options going forward. So yeah, that is crazy though. All 3 of those are everybody being Electro in the cryo region is kind of crazy. But yeah, I think that's about it for the live stream. I mean, there were like Stygian onslaught weapon skins. I guess we rely on Noi. Honestly, is Noi even coming out until like 7.6 or 7? That was not intentional, by the way. 7.5 to 7.7? Like, that's gotta be a while, isn't it? Yeah, there's so much Electro. Shocking, some would say. I'm just trying to see, like, who would you even play Stellar Swirl? Who would you... I'm trying to find like a. Okay, whatever. Here, Fearless Maker. It doesn't have like any of the new characters, unfortunately, but she's playable in Stellar Swirl probably. She is like sort of playable in Stellar Swirl. This is not a tier list or anything. I just wanted to, I'm just trying to figure out like who you would play for. Okay, so it seems really obvious to me that Vesna is Stellar Swirl, right? I'm like she's flying around. She's so anemo coded. Like she has to be Stellar Swirl. Maybe the Sarita is also Stellar Swirl. But then who else? Right? Yuma Mizuki is probably like well, she is Stellar Swirl. Like you can probably play someone like Sucrose in Stellar Swirl. I've like already seen that. But like who else are you playing with? Like a cryo character? Okay. I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm not gonna pretend like I haven't seen the rumors that Xiao and Ganyu may be getting some adjustments in the future. So these characters are probably playable instead of Stellar Swirl. If I had to guess, like Jean is probably up there too. Is Diana a Stellar Swirl character? I don't remember if she has anything Stellar Swirl related on her kit. I don't think she does. I don't remember if Chi-Chi does either. Who else? Eula? No. They fucking hate Eula. Who else is Cryo? Layla maybe? Wanderer? I'm really struggling to know Kazuha buff, not from what I can tell, no. Everyone who's getting buffed is mostly from the... Okay, well, besides this guy. Everyone is just from Mondstadt or Leeway. And then like that, oh, Ayaka buff? Remember hearing something about that. Maybe like Rosaria, maybe? Maybe like Rosaria? Okay, these are confirmed. These are speculative. Well, like, okay, this is like semi-speculative. Maybe like Shen Yun. I'm trying to think like Plunge maybe too. Maybe like Faruzan and where's Shen Yun? And maybe like Shen Yun. Because they did mention earlier that Stellar Swirl lets you like jump really high, right? So maybe they'll make it so that Plunge is like Stellar Swirl related. And this is like the Plunge team with Xiao, right? And then you have Vesna. I mean, it doesn't seem super versatile to me though. Like who the fuck would I play as a Stellar Swirl carry? Like surely they gotta put like Eula up there or something, right? I'm just playing Yuma Mizuki and that I might just be. But that is weird. And then Stellar Conduct is just like a fat fucking pig who gets every character from the region. Probably getting Valerie, Mitya, the Sandrone, probably the Saritsa if I had to guess. Saritsa probably works with both, but Danica. Damn, they just get everybody. For Stellar Swirl, is the Cryo or Nemo the main DPS? I think both technically function. The really interesting thing for me about these stellar reactions in general, I think, is that both elements in the reaction seem playable as the main DPS carry. Granted, we haven't seen enough evidence for Stellar Swirl where Cryo is the main carry. As of right now, from what we know of Stellar Swirl, Anemo is technically the main DPS in it, but you can technically play Sandrone in Stellar Swirl, I think, because she does have Stellar Swirl multipliers. It's not great, like it's not top tier meta, but it's still playable. and it's like you can probably still clear stuff with it. Where as opposed to lunar, like lunar charge, you have to pretty much have, you know, like lunar charge is basically just Ineffa as your main DPS because she's OP and Flynn's right. Lunar bloom, you have a Dendro main DPS for the most part. Most like maybe you're playing Nilo. Like there are no Hydro main DPSs in any of the lunar reactions really. So yeah, I mean it is weird what they're gonna do with Ganyu. And if Ganyu becomes playable in Stellar Swirl as like a main DPS, then that opens a lot of options, I think, for many of the other crowd characters in this game. Like, hey, maybe Risley is gonna get another update. Actually, probably not. But are they really not gonna do anything with Eula? Like, I would be so pissed, bro. She's fucking sad. Look at her. That's so sad. But yeah, I don't. That's everybody being Electro is crazy to me. That is crazy. I mean, we'll see. Maybe there are characters we haven't seen yet, but like even the 4-star for the region is Electro. Like Alyosha is also Electro. Really? Let me just double check if there's anything I missed. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Um, that's gonna be it for me, I think. that was a much longer live stream than I expected it to be. But yeah, thanks for hanging out and watching it with me. I appreciate it. I'm gonna I gotta figure out what to like include in a YouTube video for that. Yeah, that was fun. I'm really looking forward to the anniversary live stream now too. You know what? I think it's good that they split it up. To be honest, the more I think about it, because it's like it gives you two live streams to be excited about. Like the new region one is exciting on its own, and then the anniversary one is also exciting on its own. So honestly, I think I prefer it this way. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Thanks for chilling, reacting with me. I appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't like chat or react to comments as much, but yeah, I was kind of just locked in on watching the live stream and talking about it. I'll try to post like a reaction video thingy on the YouTube later. I mean, it's not really pertinent to anybody who will like actually watch this stream, but yeah. I'll try to stream again soon. I mean, I always say this, but I've been dealing with like some minor health problems recently, so I haven't been able to stream as much. I apologize. I will. I mean, to be honest, we're kind of coasting until the next Genshin update, new region. Dude, once new region comes out, we're gaming though. We're gaming. But yeah. Thanks for chilling. I appreciate it. Stay safe, take care. Don't die, and I will see you guys next stream. Hopefully soon.